Okay, so hold up, please. Okay, so yesterday we did until, do you remember where we finished yesterday?
Yes, until the grammar part where we saw like present. I don't know. I don't remember exactly the names, but present simple and present continuous, I guess.
Okay, let's see here.
Finish here today. We're gonna see you tomorrow.
All over.
Here today. See you tomorrow.
Okay, present simple continuous. Okay, so we were in number 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so present continuous, we use it to talk about something that is happening right now. Like I could say, I'm teaching a class because that's what I'm doing right now. Or I don't know if you were eating, I'm eating pizza. Or I don't know, I'm calling him. So this is to talk about things that are happening right now or these days, or I don't know. I'm in the middle of of a tournament. If somebody called you and you were in a tournament, you say I'm in the middle of a tournament. Like these days, I don't know if the tournament was celebrated these days, then you would say that. Okay, so when we speak, we almost always use construction with pronouns and be and with nouns and be. Okay, so here instead of saying she's talking, when you speak, you would say she's talking, right? It's construction. Instead of saying they're talking, you would say they are talking. So mostly you would use the contraction. Talia is talking. You would say Talia is talking. Okay, any question? Number 2, maybe?
For the moment, no, teachers. Thank you.
Okay, with number 3, let's see. We often use the simple present with adverbs of frequency like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. Like if the main verb is the form be, the adverb of frequency goes after the verb. The verb, like Talia is always at her desk before 8. With all other verbs, adverbs of frequency go before the verb. I always work hard. I always eat at that restaurant. Okay, so with normal verbs, you use the adverb of frequency before the verb. But when you have the verb be, and then you use it after the verb. Okay, is there any question there maybe?
No question, teacher. I understood everything.
Okay, so we usually use always with the simple present, but when we complain about something, we may use always with the present continuous. Like when you complain, I don't know, she's always talking talking to him. If you're complaining about she talking to him, then you would say that. She's always eating food at work. Okay, so if you were complaining, you would use she's all or always plus the present continuous, the continuous form. And some verbs do not express actions. They're called non-action verbs. Okay, so I'm gonna send you a link right now. Okay, so some verbs cannot be used in the progressive tense. I send you this link. They're called non-action verbs. These non-action verbs indicate state, sense, desire, possession, or opinion. So if any verb indicates this, then you are talking about action verbs, okay? Like, I don't know, he seems like a nice guy. You can't say, he's seeming like a nice guy, right? You can't say that. The salad tastes delicious. The salad is tasting delicious, so you can say that, right?
Yes, of course.
I like banana cream pie. I'm liking a banana cream pie. So you can say that, right? Either. And but some verbs actually from this list, they have both action and non-action meanings. Okay, so those that have an asterisk here, like be, appear, look, sound, smell, taste, feel, love, have, think, consider. So they don't have they have both an action and a non-action meaning. Like those flowers look beautiful. You can't say those flowers are looking beautiful. That would be wrong. But if you say Flora is looking out the window, that's very different because you're not talking about looks. You're not talking about how like you're not talking about like how these flowers look. You're talking about somebody looking. That's very different, right? I think that's a great idea. I'm thinking about my upcoming speech. So both are correct because I think that's a great idea. You wouldn't be able to say, I'm thinking that's a great idea because that expresses opinion. But when you say, I'm thinking about my upcoming speech, that's very different because you're talking about the process of thinking, not like your opinion. So when you talk about opinion, like I think you are smart. So that's an opinion. So when you talk about an opinion, like I think you're smart, I wouldn't be able to say I'm thinking you're smart because I'm expressing an opinion. So that's a non-action meaning. But there's a different meaning that is like I'm thinking about something, but it's not regarding opinion. So it's very different. Or we have a brand new car. Here you're talking about possession. When you say I have a brand new car or I have a house, I have, I don't know, a cell phone, you're talking about possession. But when you say we're having a party this weekend or we're having lunch, that's very different. You're not talking about possession, right? You're not saying I'm having lunch because I own the lunch, right? It's not. It does not express uh, uh, like the ownership. Okay. And finally, Craig is a real estate agent, and Billy is being naughty today. So here you're talking about non-action because you're describing somebody, and is being naughty. That's very different because he is behaving that way. Okay. Any question regarding this, maybe?
No, it's everything is okay. Thank you.
Okay, so
Answers.
we're gonna advance more rapidly because I think that your level is high, and that's great because we want to achieve a great grade in TOEFL. Okay, so let's use expressions for suggesting.
Hi, it's me, Emily, your grammar coach.
Let's talk about making suggestions. Let's is just one expression we use to suggest things. Why don't is another expression. Why don't we look at some of these expressions?
Can you please read?
Okay, 1. We often use let's, the base form of the verb, to make a suggestion. Let's go to the party. Let's is short for let us, but we always use let's. It means here is a suggestion for you and me.
Number 2.
Continue. Okay. 2. Another way to make a suggestion is with why don't plus a, subject plus the base form of the verb. Why don't you go to the party with me tonight? You can use different subjects with this expression. Anna's car isn't working. Why doesn't she come with us? That's a good idea. I'll call her. When you make a suggestion with why don't, you're asking a question. If you are writing, remember to use a question mark. Why don't we meet at night at o'clock?
Number 3.
3. Another expression we use for suggestions is how about. After how about, you can use a verb plus ing or a noun. How about going to a movie tonight? How about a movie tonight? Expressions with how about are also questions. Don't forget the question mark in your writing.
Number 4.
4. You can also use why not plus the base form of the verb to make a suggestion. We usually don't begin a conversation with why not. We use it as a response. Meg, I don't feel like staying home tonight. Brian, why not come with us to Josh's party? Notice that with why not we don't use the subject. We do not say X. Why not you come with us to Josh's party? Expressions with why not are questions. Don't forget the question mark in your writing.
Great. Okay, so we often use let's plus the base form of the verb to make a suggestion. Let's eat dinner, or let's go to the party. This is short for let us. Okay, so this is for suggestions. Also, you can use another way. It would be like, why don't you? Or why don't? Like, why don't you? Why don't we eat dinner? Why don't we go to the party? So these are 2 suggestions, and they have a question mark. When you make a suggestion with why don't, you're asking a question. If you're writing, remember to use a question mark. Okay, so here you could say like, why doesn't he call me? Okay, any question until here maybe?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay, great. Let's go to number 3. Another expression we use for suggestions is how about. After how about, you can use a verb plus ing or a noun. Like, how about pizza tonight? So here you're using a noun, but you could also use a gerund, like, how about eating out tonight? So expressions with how about are also questions, so you shouldn't forget about your question mark. We could say, how about running tonight? Or how about, I don't know. How about I don't know, hamburger. Let's see. Today. Okay. Is there any question with number 3 maybe?
No, for the moment, I think I understand everything.
Great. Okay, so we can also use why not plus base form to make a suggestion. But you don't begin with that. It's like, I don't know. I don't like I want to have fun tonight. You could say, why not go to the party? So we with why not we don't use the subject. Okay, so these are questions and you shouldn't forget the question mark. I don't know, you could say, I don't know, I want to I'm worried about the test tomorrow. Why not study? Why not study tonight? Or why not yes, study tonight. Yeah, study tonight. Okay, is there any question?
No, I think not. Just I have one thing to ask. You cannot use like other forms, other types of expression apart from the base form. Like, why not studying something tonight? Is studying, I don't know, maths tonight, or is always the base form?
Why not studying tonight? No, it's the base form.
It's
The base form. Why not
always the
study
base
tonight?
form.
Yes, always the base form. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. So let's continue with infinitives to or enough. Let's listen.
Hi. Do you usually check your email at the same time every day? I usually check my email at night, but I didn't last night. I was too tired to log on to my computer. So I went to bed and I got up early enough to check my email in the morning. We often use to and enough with the infinitive. Let's learn how.
Okay, can you please read?
Okay, 1. We often use to with an object plus the infinitive when we explain why something is impossible. Amy, Josh is having a party tonight. Do you want to go? I can't go. I'm too tired to go. In the conversation, Talia means she's very tired and that's the reason she can't go. Tired is an adjective. To go is the infinitive. I'm tired. 2. We can also use to with an adverb plus the infinitive. Amy, did you watch New Line last night? No, Will, I know. I got home too late to see it. In our example, late is an adverb and to see is the infinitive.
Okay, continue here.
3. We can use enough with an adjective or an adverb plus the infinitive. When we explain why something is possible, notice that enough goes after the adjective or adverb. Amy, for homework, we have to compare 2 news stories on the same topic. Talia, that's easy enough to do. I can do it. I can do that. Talia means that the assignment is easy, and that's the reason she can do it. That's easy.
4.
4. Notice the difference in word order when we use to or enough. To goes before the adjective or adverb. It's hard to understand. Enough goes after the adjective or adverb. It's easy to understand. 5. We can also add for plus a noun or pronoun before the infinitive. Talia, can you get me that folder on top of the bookcase? Sure, it's easy enough for me to reach.
Great. So we often use to and an adjective plus the infinitive when we're trying to explain something is impossible. That is too hard to do. Okay, so here you have an adjective, hard, and the infinitive, to do. Or I am Too sad to celebrate. In a conversation, this means that you're very sad, and that's why you can't celebrate. You can also use to plus an adverb plus the infinitive, like, I don't know, you could say, mm, he ran too quickly to catch him. Okay, he ran too quickly to catch him. Okay, so here you're saying like an adverb. The adverb would be quickly, right? So it's like too quickly for you to catch it. Okay, like he ran too quickly. Let's use this. He ran too quickly to catch him. Okay, or you could say let me think about an example. He he gave us the money generously to suspect about him. Okay, again, you're using here an adverb and then the infinitive. Okay, is there any question maybe with one or two?
I have a question about it too. Is it better to use like another adjective instead of always using too perfect? For example, when it is too small, you can say like petite or something like that. Is it better when we talk about the TOEFL and marks?
Yes, if you say petite, that's better than small. Yes, definitely. So you will need to use all the words that you can, and that's gonna be much better for you.
Okay.
Okay. No more questions? No more
No, for
questions,
the
right?
moment, no questions.
We can use enough plus with an adjective or an adverb plus the infinitive when we're explaining why something is possible. Like, I don't know. That's easy enough to understand. Or that's you could say like that's salty enough to eat. Or you could say uh that flower is beautiful enough to buy. Okay, is there any question maybe?
No, just can I give you an example if it's
Yes.
all right? For example, that's worthy enough to participate.
Yes, that's worthy enough to participate. Great. Okay, so let's move on. So here, notice the difference in word order when we use to or enough. To goes before the adjective and or the adverb. What did you say before? That's
So
worthy.
that's worthy enough to participate.
You could also say, I don't know. Or let's use another example, like that's easy enough to do. Or you could say that's too hard to understand. Okay, so here, if you use to, it goes before the adjective, and if you use enough, it goes after the adjective. And finally, you can also use for plus a noun or pronoun before the infinitive, like that's easy enough for me to do, or that's too hard for me to understand. So in both cases, you could use the infinitive, I'm sorry, before the infinitive. Okay, is there any question maybe?
No, for the moment it's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna work on this right now. And let's try to finish as quickly as possible. And also the writing section we're gonna review right now. So let's work on that. It's gonna be for today. Okay, any questions? I'm here, okay?
No, I'll just one question about the program. I didn't know yesterday if I had to like finished in the page all the models that we advanced yesterday or not.
No, there was no homework.
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry. So go here and you're gonna see this. This is what you need to do right now, okay? All
Okay.
of this.
Is everything okay?
Yes, just work on the assignments.
Okay. I didn't
See,
heard
you need to work
that
now.
part.
Yes, you need to work now on these assignments. I'm gonna wait for you, so it's not gonna take you long. Probably 10 minutes at most, 15 at most, okay?
Okay, I
So let's
didn't
work at
listen
that.
yesterday.
If you have any question with the assignments, please let me know. I'll be here, okay?
Okay, thank you. Teacher, I have a question. Do I have to do the writing part right now?
Yes, the writing part as well. Let's do that and then we're gonna review that.
Okay.
Okay.